The Speed Station welcomes you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the running of the Pennzoil 400. And there's Alex Bowman making practice laps in the 88 car, his first time back in the number 88 since his wreck on lap 6 of the Daytona 500. He had to miss Palm Beach International Raceway, which was the second race of the year. He was subbed by Regan Smith. We had 1 week off for the teams to get to Charlotte, then out here to Las Vegas, Nevada, and in the time being he was able to recover from his injuries and return to competition. The Penske boys, Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, lead the field here today above Martin Truex Jr., Eric Almirola, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman returning from injury, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, and Daniel Suarez round out the top 10.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Today's race is 107 laps. We have a 38 car field here today. And there's the green flag. Martin Truex Jr. tries to make it 3 wide on the inside for the lead. Going for the spot off the Penske teammates already. Truex will take the position. He is the winningest driver from last season. Won the most races, but managed to be eliminated after the round of 16. 3 wide action coming off of turn 4. And lap 1 will be led by Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Larson made his way up into second and Alex Bowman into third. Daniel Suarez has taken up 4th position, Kevin Harvick filing into 5th. Here comes Suarez with a move to the inside of Bowman. Coming off turn 4, Suarez has the spot. A little bit of contact into the outside wall between the Penske teammates. They run each other down almost into the grass down the front straight. They manage to save it. Alex Bowman and Kevin Harvick running side by side. Bowman manages to hold on to 4th position with Harvick filing back into 5th. Ryan Newman up into 6th position and Ross Chastain into 7th. This very race last season is the race that Martin Truex Jr. got suspended for wrecking 2 cars under caution. As we saw, Daniel Suarez tried to make a move to the inside of Larson, but had to fall back in line before the entry to turn 3. A little bit of contact between the 88 and 4 off of corner number 4, but they managed to hang on to it. Ryan Newman tried to make a look to the inside, forces the 4 car up the racetrack. Newman going for 5th position down the back straightaway. Ryan Newman will take the spot. Joey Logano on his back bumper, now making the move to the inside for 5th. 3 wide for 2nd. Here comes Alex Bowman on the inside. Bowman will take the position. Martin Truex Jr.'s lead increases by about 0.3 of a second just on that corner. The 42 car just got up into the outside wall. He was already falling back out on that line, now making matters worse. Your top 5 at the moment is Martin Truex Jr. above Alex Bowman. Daniel Suarez being challenged by Joey Logano for 3rd position, and Ross Chastain running in 5th. There's Ryan Sieg up on the outside, running for 8th position at the moment. This is RSS Racing's only 3rd start in the NASCAR Cup Series. They're already getting good runs of that RCR line team. Joey Logano managed to get by Suarez on the exit of turn 2, now onto the back bumper of the 88. Trying to run Bowman up the racetrack in the entry to 1. He gets below him, forces him up the hill. Side drafting off of turn 2. And still this intense battle for 2nd is letting Martin Truex Jr. run away with the lead. Last fall's winner at this racetrack, Eric Almirola, moves up into 4th position. Looks like he might be able to take 3rd off of Bowman at the line. Yes, he does. Chastain moves up into 4th position. Chastain makes his move low. It looks like he'll have to file back in line before turn 3. Now this is an old rivalry. Martin Truex Jr. and Joey Logano, nose to tail, with Logano making the move to the inside. And into turn 1, the 22 car is now the leader. Last season, Logano's only win came at the Southern 500. This team looking to improve on last season's somewhat mediocre results. Eric Almirola took second spot. Ross Chastain filing into third, with the 19 car being hung out. Ryan Newman has managed to take fifth position. Truex onto the inside of the 55, trying to take third spot. Truex gets the position. Newman as well taking advantage of the 55 car. Newman into fourth. Truex down to the inside of the 10 now. The 19 car moves his way back up into second. Daytona 500 winner Denny Hamlin, not getting a very good run out of that 11 car, currently runs in 34th position behind Brendan Poole. But then again, his teammate Eric Jones is running with him, and they made contact with Brendan Poole down the back straightaway. Martin Truex Jr. has a run on the 22. Entering turn 1, Truex takes the lead back. Ryan Newman down to the inside of the 22 car down the back straightaway. The 6 car of Newman moves up into second position. 3 wide for third position. A little bit of contact between Suarez and Logano, but they managed to make it through, with Chastain going up into third. Jimmy Johnson, who lost this race last fall due to a green-white checkered restart, currently runs in 13th position. He managed to get a 8th place finish last week at Palm Beach. We now have 10 laps to go in stage 1. Ryan Newman trying to set up a run on Truex. Chastain and Newman run nose to tail for second position. They may be locking bumpers at the moment, with the 55 going to the inside. Ross Chastain will take second position off turn 4. That did allow Truex to pull out to another big lead. Austin Dillon in the 3 car trying to drive his way into the top 5. If he can manage to get by Suarez, he will be in 5th position. Ryan Newman just took second spot, right back off of Ross Chastain into turn 3. The gap is around 0.4 of a second, and Daniel Suarez almost bumped the 88 car out of the inside line, trying to take 4th position, and the 55 car going back to the inside. Newman and Chastain still duking it out for second position. At the stripe, it will still be Newman. Ross Chastain will take second position. Teammate Daniel Suarez with a power move to the inside moves up into third spot. This is 3 wide for around 9th position. Rookie Cole Custer on the inside of Bowman going for the spot, but the 6 and 22 cars tandem drafting to work their way past Daniel Suarez for third position. Suarez falls back on the outside line, and Austin Dillon moves his way into 5th. Newman tries out the move once again, side drafting down the front straightaway with the 3 car of Dillon running for 4th position. Ryan Newman takes the spot. Newman into second, Austin Dillon trying to work his way around the 55 for third position. Austin Dillon trying to make a move for second on Newman, and there's the white flag in stage 1. Austin Dillon will take second position. Daniel Suarez on the inside, going for third spot. Newman will fall several positions out on the outside line, and Martin Truex Jr., running uncontested, will win stage 1, with Austin Dillon finishing second above Suarez, Logano, Bowman, and Newman falling into 6th position. first car off pit road is Martin Truex Jr. getting off in front of Austin Dillon. Joey Logano in third, Alex Bowman in fourth position. We had one car miss his pit stall, that being the rookie John Hunter Nemechek. So he will have to head back down pit road on a second lap. And there is the green once again. Joe Logano trying to make a move under Dillon into turn one. Logano will take the spot off of turn two, with Bowman following soon in line. But Bowman makes the move three wide for the lead in the three. This is Bowman's first race back in the 88 car and is now the leader. Suarez trying to make a move on the inside with help coming from Newman. The Michigan winner last season, Suarez, is now the leader. Newman up into second, and Jimmy Johnson into third in his final season, with Newman going to the inside. Ryan Newman in the familiar U.S. Army colors will take the lead. Oh, and the 17 car goes around, as well as the 19. Stage 1 winner Truex is clobbered by the 13 and 22. The race back to the flag was won by Newman over Blaney, Suarez, Custer, and Johnson. Once again, we mentioned old rivalries. Well, the 22 car gets clipped by the 19 of Truex, turns down to the 17, manages to turn the 19 car straight into the outside wall, as well as the 17 car. The 14 got slight damage, but the 13 car of Ty Dillon plows straight into the side of the 19. Also involved in the wreck include Kurt Busch, the 37 car of Ryan Preece, the 7 of Reed Sorensen, and the 89 of Landon Castle. And after the completion of pit stops, Ryan Newman is the leader. Cole Custer, the rookie in the 41, moves up into second. Jimmy Johnson in third, Ross Chastain in fourth, and Brad Keselowski in fifth position. And after that accident on the front straightaway, reigning champion Clint Boyer is out, as well as Stage 1 winner Martin Truex Jr. and Ty Dillon. Green flag. Newman gets a very good jump above Cole Custer. Manages to put the lap car Brendan Poole in between him. Jimmy Johnson tried to make a look low on the 41, had to file back in line. Chastain decided to jump onto the outside line. Custer with a bit of a run on Ryan Newman, right to the back bumper as we exit turn number 4. Jimmy Johnson trying to make a move on Custer. Newman goes up to the high side. Tries to defend his line. Jimmy Johnson had to back off, but Johnson into second. Ross Chastain back up into third position. Chastain now to the inside of the 48. Forces Johnson up the hill. Chastain will take second position. August Daytona race winner Tyler Reddick moves up into third position. Had to back out on the outside line with Kyle Busch taking up third and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. into fourth. Busch makes his look low on the 55. Kyle Busch now makes his way up into second position. He's on a winless streak stretching back to last season's race at Pocono, the first of 2 races in the doubleheader. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. makes his way up into third position. Kyle Busch trying to set up a run past Ryan Newman. They make a little bit of contact on the exit of 4. Newman still defending his line with Austin Dillon taking third off Stenhouse. And talk about an upset, Quinn Hoff into fifth. This team has been receiving Chip Ganassi support, but you wouldn't think that it would be running this good. Kyle Busch makes his move to the inside now of Newman. Kyle Busch has the lead, but he has the lap car of Kurt Busch to deal with. The 1 car manages to block the 18 and lets the 6 run away with the lead. And Kurt Busch stacking up pretty much the entire field. Kyle Busch managed to get by on the outside. And now the gap at the start-finish line because of lap cars, 1.5 seconds. Separate now Ryan Newman and Austin Dillon, who has taken 2nd position. Kyle Busch has fallen into 5th position. Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson trying to work up a run on Ryan Newman. Dillon makes us look to the inside of the 6. Side by side into turn 1. Jimmy Johnson touched the outside wall, entering turn 1 with Austin Dillon taking the lead. Johnson scrubbed off an awful lot of speed entering 1. Let Ricky Stenhouse to take 2nd position with Kyle Busch trying to send it 3 wide into 3. Ryan Newman falling into 6th position. So now the top 5 is Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and Ross Chastain. Kyle Busch moves the 3 car up the racetrack. The 18 car now holds the lead. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will take 2nd. Ross Chastain up into 3rd, trying to set up a move past Stenhouse. Ryan Newman was able to make his way back up into 4th, and it looks like with Stenhouse on the outside, Newman will take 3rd position. Newman already back to the inside of 2nd. Ryan Newman has managed to take 2nd position. Austin Dillon following the inside line to take 3rd. Chastain trapped out on the outside. Newman back to the back bumper of the 18. Ryan Newman makes the move to the inside. Newman holds the lead. Austin Dillon with a good run up into 2nd position. Trying to carry that momentum beside the 6. And Austin Dillon will take the lead. Kyle Busch back with another run. Making his move back to the inside. Dillon goes wide and Busch takes the lead with Stenhouse trying to take 2nd now. Jimmy Johnson filing into the inside line. Looks like he will take 3rd position as they exit turn 4. The lap car of Kurt Busch back into the picture. And he once again blocks his brother, and that lets the 47 to the inside. Stenhouse Jr. now the leader above Jimmy Johnson. And Ryan Newman makes a lot of contact with Kurt Busch. That's the battle of a lead lap car and a lap car with Jimmy Johnson making the move. At the start-finish line, it's going to be Stenhouse to lead that lap. 2 laps to go in stage 1 with Elliott making it 3 wide on the inside. Forces Johnson up the racetrack. Elliott will take the lead. Austin Dillon trying to send it 3 wide into turn 3 for 2nd position. And there is the white flag for stage 2. Austin Dillon makes his move to the inside, forces the 9 car up the racetrack. And Dillon takes the lead. So now Dillon the leader, Chastain into 2nd, and Ryan Sieg runs in 3rd position. They run each other up the racetrack. 3 wide at the line. Austin Dillon to win the stage. Dillon wins it above Chastain, Sieg, Stenhouse, and Chase Elliott. Austin Dillon managed to lose the lead on pit road to Ross Chastain. Chastain now the leader above Austin Dillon, Ryan Sieg, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch. And we are green for the final stage. Ryan Sieg trying to make the move on the inside line. Past the 3-car of Austin Dillon for second position. Sieg will take the spot. Kyle Busch will move up into third position with help coming from Chase Elliott. Rookie Cole Custer moves up into fifth spot with the 9-car trying to make a move past the 18. The 39 tucked right on the back bumper, the 55 with a move to the inside. Ryan Sieg now holds the lead. Chase Elliott trying to set up a move past the 39. Chase Elliott will take the spot. Being hounded by Cole Custer on the exit of the corner, with Custer making the move to the inside. Elliott will lead the lap, but Custer looks like he will take the lead. But Newman forces him up the hill. Ryan Newman muscles his way back into the lead. 3 wide for the spot into turn 3. Ryan Sieg dove back to the inside. Sieg already trying to set up a move past Newman. Sieg back into the lead, but Tyler Reddick will take the lead on the inside. Jimmy Johnson trying to make a move to the inside of the 8. Denny Hamlin, who has been having an ill-handling race car all day, is now up into the top 5. Running for second position, trying to take the lead now. Almost running like pack racing. Quinn Huff, Kansas winner in the fall, goes 3 wide for the lead. The 2-car goes for the lead entering turn 3. Brad Keselowski now the leader. Denny Hamlin stuck up on the outside line with Daniel Suarez making the move. Suarez holds the spot for a brief moment. Finally, someone able to break up the pack, with Suarez starting to get a gap above these 3 Team Penske cars. Oh, and around goes the 77. Turned up in front of the field. The 39 car involved. The 32, the 3, the 6. The 55 as well goes upside down the front straight. In the race back to the flag, Daniel Suarez is the leader. 12 car Blaney in second, Logano third, Keselowski in fourth, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. runs in fifth position. The 77 car washes up to the outside line, touches the wall, gets clipped by the 11 of Hamlin, turned down into the 18 car of Kyle Busch, who spins around up in front of the pack. Goes the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson. The 38 practically dives into this pack, turning the 99, the 38, the 9, the 32, and several other cars as well. Then the 7 of Sorensen makes contact with the 55, turning the 55 over 2 times. Several cars are now out of the race after that accident, including Kyle Busch, Ryan Sieg, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Michael McDowell, and Reed Sorensen. And there's the green flag once again. Daniel Suarez gets a massive jump above the 12 car of Blaney. Brad Keselowski making the move for third position above teammate Logano. The 2 car now has third position. The 12 and 2 starting to get a run on the double zero, with Ryan Blaney easily taking the lead into turn 3. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. moves up into fourth position. With Suarez caught up on the outside line, Stenhouse into third, and Denny Hamlin into fourth. Hamlin making a move to the inside of Stenhouse. The 11 car is now into third position, but Larson going for the spot. But here comes the 42 of Larson. Has a big run and has to go onto the outside line. That slowed up his momentum on the exit of turn 2 to let the 88 car back to his inside. At the moment, the top 5 is Blaney, Keselowski, Larson, Bowman, and Suarez. Here comes a move by Larson. Trying to get by the 2 car, but the lap car of Wallace in the way of the leader Ryan Blaney and lets the 2 by on the outside. Here comes Suarez trying to take second position. But Logano makes the move for the second spot. Logano now holds second position. Denny Hamlin trying to follow him into third spot. And Brad Keselowski with a huge margin over second position after the lap car of Bubba Wallace. Corey LaJoie in the 32 car runs in fifth position. Here comes Daniel Suarez in the 00. Side drafting past the 22 into turn 1. Suarez now holds second position. Denny Hamlin taking advantage of the slowing 22 for third spot. Suarez has a bit of a run on Keselowski. They've now closed the gap. There's the lap car of Kurt Busch once again. He manages to use Kurt as a pick. And Suarez now holds the lead once again. Hamlin dives in on Keselowski. Denny Hamlin now holds second position. And Corey LaJoie has driven his way up into fourth spot. LaJoie goes under Keselowski. 32 car is now taken third position, but he's being challenged by the 22 car of Logano. Logano will once again take third. Larson trying to follow into fourth. We haven't really mentioned Kevin Harvick's name all day, but he is now up into fifth spot. Hamlin trying to set up a run on the 00. The gap just barely a car length. Harvick now takes fourth position. And you want to know how slow Bubba Wallace is? We've almost lapped him again. There's the lap car. Manages to slightly block the 42 and slow up the run Larson had on Hamlin. There's the battle for third position between Larson and Harvick. And lap cars get in the way of Suarez. They slow up the pace of the 2 leaders. Looks like Hamlin might be able to squeeze through the middle. But Poole goes up to block the outside. So Suarez still the leader, Hamlin in second, and Larson running in third spot. Bowman going past Harvick for fourth position. There's a lap car of Chase Elliott without any front end or rear end, and they top 2 managed to get by him cleanly. There goes Kevin Harvick on the inside of the 42. I want a little bit of contact between the 38 and 42, but they hang on. Harvick now running in third position. Corey LaJoie back up into fourth. Denny Hamlin opens up this cycle of pit stops. He is now the first car to head onto pit road. Brad Keselowski now onto pit road. The gap separating Suarez and Harvick is now just around 1 second. The leaders may be heading onto pit road very soon. Kyle Larson heads down this time, but Cole Custer touches the outside wall. Harvick has finally caught Suarez. The top 3 nose to tail for the lead. There's the lap car of Bubba Wallace. Suarez heads down pit road, manages to slow up the cars that are staying out. Now Kevin Harvick inherits the lead. Alex Bowman into second. Jimmy Johnson now runs in third position. Corey LaJoie still resides in fourth. And here comes leader Harvick and Bowman onto pit road. Jimmy Johnson decides to stay out. I seem to recall Jimmy Johnson trying this strategy at the Coca-Cola 600 last year. Try to go very far off strategy and pit late. I believe that they are hoping for a yellow at the moment. The 37 car of Ryan Preece blows up. Believe it or not, he blew an engine entering pit road. Now with Jimmy Johnson staying out for so long, there are only 4 cars on the lead lap. The cars that are running his similar strategy are Ryan Newman, Jan Magnussen, and Austin Dillon. And the yellow flag is out. Perfect opportunity for Jimmy Johnson. Here's what brought out the yellow, the slow car of Bubba Wallace. Keselowski makes contact, goes up into Stenhouse. Stenhouse rides the wall in between turns 3 and 4 and lands on all 4 wheels. And then trying to get onto pit road, Keselowski cuts down on cars that were trying to avoid the mess. Then gets clipped by Corey LaJoie, and then these cars re-entering the track. John Hunter Nemechek turns Chase Briscoe. So the order of the lead lap cars off pit road is Jimmy Johnson getting off in first above Ryan Newman, Jan Magnussen, and Austin Dillon. Now all 4 of the cars that played this perfect strategy have crash damage, but Jimmy Johnson with the least of it, with slight rear end damage. Now because of how many cars Jimmy Johnson put 1 lap down, this restart is going to look like the start of the race with how many cars are going to be double file. And from Daniel Suarez down to Corey LaJoie on the outside line, those are cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap. Jimmy Johnson and back to Austin Dillon are cars that are on the lead lap. So if a caution falls directly after the restart, every car from the 32 up to Daniel Suarez in the 00 will be placed behind the 3 car of Dillon, which will actually lead to there being 17 cars back on the lead lap if they manage to get 1 more yellow. And there's the green flag once again. Ryan Newman trying to get a jump on Jimmy Johnson. Makes his move up to the outside. There's the lap car of Bubba Wallace, who's way off the pace. The 2002 rookie class of Johnson and Newman battling once again. Jimmy Johnson starting to get a bit of a separation above the 6. Jan Magnussen, last week's winner at Palm Beach, makes the move to the inside. The 33 car will take 2nd position. This is the battle for 5th position, right now being settled between the 4 and 00. Harvick moves up into 5th, Ryan Blaney into 6th position. Oh, and around goes the 8 car up into the outside wall. The 20, Jimmy Johnson involved, the leader, Jan Magnussen. The 6, and Austin Dillon manages to escape it without damage. What a mess down the front straight, with, I believe, now around 13 cars being back on the lead lap. This is the battle for 5th position. Kevin Harvick in 5th, Ryan Blaney in 6th, and Daniel Suarez in 7th position. So Tyler Reddick in the 8 car manages to get loose off 4, turns the 20 car of Eric Jones, manages to get clipped by Chris Buescher into the outside wall. These 2 block the front straightaway, which involves the 48, the 33 with a big impact, as well as the 6, but Austin Dillon manages to skirt just barely by. Well, the damage on Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, and Jan Magnussen's cars were terminal. So Johnson, Magnussen, and Newman are now officially out of the race with less than 10 laps to go. Austin Dillon with significant crash damage is going to restart as the leader. Now since we have less than 10 laps to go, they're going to restart the field single file. So what does this mean? This means that there are 5 lap cars in between leader Austin Dillon with damage and Kevin Harvick in 2nd position with a spotless race car. And there's the green with 8 laps to go here at Vegas. 5 lap cars separate Harvick from a chance at victory. Harvick jumps around the outside line of 2 of them. 3 wide for 2nd position. Daniel Suarez forces a line up on the inside. Suarez into 2nd spot. Now nothing separates positions 1 and 2, with Austin Dillon still with wreck damage, with almost a half-second gap above second position. But Suarez has already closed the gap. He'll make the move to the inside. Daniel Suarez now the leader, but he's being hounded by Alex Bowman down the back straightaway. These top two cars of Suarez and Bowman have an almost 4-second separation above fourth position Joey Logano. So it's going to be a duel in the desert between Suarez and Bowman. 5 laps to go here at Las Vegas. The separation between first and second is a little over 3 car lengths. Austin Dillon has finally been passed by the pack of cars without damage, or at least with less damage, as Ryan Blaney has now taken third position, Cole Custer up into fourth, and Kevin Harvick trying to make a move for fourth, who currently resides in fifth. Alex Bowman starting to lose just barely a little bit of time on Daniel Suarez. There is the lap car of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in front of the leaders. He will be a factor with only 3 laps to go. Suarez manages to get by Stenhouse without an issue. Kevin Harvick makes the move on the inside for third position. Corey LaJoie going for a top 5. Bubba Wallace manages to get out of the way of the leaders. 2 laps to go. Caution flag is out. This will end the race, and Daniel Suarez will win his second career Cup Series race at Las Vegas. Austin Dillon sits upside down in the apex of 3 and 4 on the apron. There was almost 2 incidents on the second to last lap. Austin Dillon with a big run on the outside. Stenhouse almost goes around. But Bubba Wallace once again starts another crash with the 12 car going up into the 4 on the outside line. This group slides down, takes out the 3 car of Austin Dillon in a heavy impact. To put it into perspective, Austin Dillon was going around 150 miles an hour, and Kevin Harvick was sliding sideways at 18 miles an hour. Then Dillon manages to get T-boned by Chase Elliott and goes upside down and finally resides on the apron between 3 and 4. And there's the finish under caution. Daniel Suarez will win the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas. So Daniel Suarez wins his second career Cup Series race above Alex Bowman in his first race since his injury at Daytona. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Corey LaJoie getting 5th position. Eric Almirola, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, and rookie Cole Custer round out the top 10. So Daniel Suarez's win actually moves him up 5 positions in points into the point lead. Kyle Larson moves up to 2nd in points. Denny Hamlin up to 3rd. Ryan Newman falling from the point leader to 4th in points. Ryan Blaney moving up to 5th. Chase Briscoe falling to 6th. Joey Logano picking up 18 spots in points to move up into 7th. Kevin Harvick up to 8th. Jan Magnussen stays the same in 9th, and Clint Boyer drops to 10th. In the playoff standings, with Daniel Suarez's win, he is now locked into the playoffs along with Denny Hamlin and Jan Magnussen. The next race is the inaugural Circuit City 400 at Iowa Speedway. Catch it right here on the Speed Station.